Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten a rejection and my short trade is finally in profit, but if the level I am going to show you will be reclaimed in the next couple of hours, I am closing my short and expecting another major pump. Let me show you, because already yesterday we were saying that this specific candle right here on the 1 hourly time frame looked like a successful swing failure pattern or a liquidity grab. We got a push towards the upside, towards the top of the channel right here, an immediate rejection, which of course was a bearish Bitcoin indication. And also yesterday on Twitter, I posted a very important tweet where I actually asked you, if we are inverting the Bitcoin chart, are you looking to buy or sell? Hopefully not sell, because we were trading at a very important level, we got a successful swing failure pattern, and a lot of people exactly at the highs, exactly at the areas of resistances, are getting extremely bullish. I know on the push up, we are not looking for a buy, we are only interested potentially firing another short position, maybe on Bitcoin, maybe on Ethereum, and of course also maybe on some other altcoins such as Sui. All of those trades are as of right now in a very nice profit, but of course also additionally, I am still holding long positions on Ondo, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also on Bitcoin. And later in the video, I am going to share with you exactly where can be your next long trade if you're right now not in any buy positions, or where we can simply be interested to fire another short position. But nevertheless, exactly at the high right here, we also gotten a lot of people liquidated that were holding brand new short positions. You can right here see we got a liquidation spike on the push toward the upside, bearish indication, swing failure pattern at the top of the channel, and also an ascending channel in general does have a higher probability of breaking towards downside. Everything as of right now is playing out very nicely, ideally, and to be honest, I would still like to see slightly lower targets to be hit, not only on Bitcoin, also on the entire crypto market. But of course, we right now need to pay attention to what level is right now the most important one you should really be aware of. And that is why right now we should talk about the anchored VWAP, because most probably you remember how nicely those anchored VWAPs are being respected, because if we right now anchor it exactly before the start of this entire move towards the upside, you're going to see Bitcoin is right now seeing a perfect bounce at the anchored VWAP. And also right here, let me share with you another example. What if we are anchoring the anchored VWAP before the start of this specific push toward the upside? You're going to see we retested the level perfectly and Bitcoin got another explosive move up of approximately 13%. However, those levels right here are acting as the area of support. But if we anchor them at the highs, we are going to get the areas of resistances. So what we can right now do, let me anchor the anchored VWAP exactly at this specific high, the high that was formed only a couple of hours ago before the entire move towards downside actually started. And you're right now going to see the anchored VWAP is landing almost exactly at 103.2 thousand US dollars. And later in the video, I'm going to share with you exactly why this specific level is a very important one you should definitely not ignore. And right now also, thank you for smashing up the like button, because 1000 likes are definitely imminent, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now do share with you why this specific level is a very important one, and additionally, what is the market structure looking on the 30-minute and the 15-minute time frame. Because first of all, for the past couple of days, Bitcoin simply has been forming very nicely. Higher high, higher low, another higher high, another higher low, another higher high, another higher low, and also right here we got another higher high. With the push towards downside, local market structure on the 1 hourly, on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute time frame was unfortunately broken towards the downside. We formed another lower low. So if we confirmed another lower low, technically speaking, we can be expecting also a lower high, and then of course also another lower low. In my opinion, something like that, it is going to be an ideal scenario. However, as I said before, if the area of resistance I am going to share with you in a moment is going to be reclaimed? No, I am not expecting another push towards the downside anymore. I am closing all of my short positions right here, and simply I am only going to continue holding all of my long positions on Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and also Nondo, because it is simply going to be a sign of strength. And probably right now you're wondering exactly what I am talking about. Zooming in on the 1 hourly or the 30-minute time frame, what can we right now see? Bitcoin got a push down, we got another push up, another higher low right here, and potentially right now we can be pushing even higher towards the upside, towards a very important area of resistance. And what we are right here seeing can simply be some kind of a double bottom pattern, some kind of a W that, of course, if the area of resistance is going to see a break towards the upside, will be confirmed, and we can be expecting much higher targets on the Bitcoin chart itself. So what exactly am I talking about? We are going to again go with our anchored VWAP that is right now landing almost exactly at 103.2 thousand US dollars. And this level right here is really not a random level, because exactly at this specific area we can go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards our swing low. 0.5 Fibonacci retracement is landing almost exactly at the anchored VWAP right here, and additionally we can be identifying some kind of a liquidity level above this specific high. So that pretty much means a liquidity level above our previous highs is landing exactly at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and also almost exactly at our anchored VWAP. And historically speaking, as we said before, anchored VWAPs are one of the most important levels you should really be aware of, because they are acting as a very nice area of support, and in this case they are acting as a very nice area of resistance. So if you're right now asking me, would I go with a long position at this specific area? To be honest, not really. I am already holding some very nice long positions across the entire cryptocurrency market, but nevertheless, I am not interested going with a long position directly at the area of resistance. But if the level right here, if the 103.2 thousand US dollars is going to be reclaimed in the next couple of hours, bullish indication, and yes, to be honest, I would be expecting even higher targets on the Bitcoin chart itself, simply because of the volume theory. And let me right now share with you what is going to be the volume theory right now looking on the 30-minute time frame. Remember, already a couple of days ago, we talked about the value area low and the value area high. Measuring the entire upper price action with the volume, you're right now going to see the value area low on Bitcoin is also landing exactly at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, at the anchored VWAP, and also at the liquidity level. So what we can right now say, if Bitcoin is really not going to see any rejections towards downside exactly at this specific area, and we are simply going to reclaim the value area low in the next couple of hours, bullish Bitcoin indication, and we are looking at least for Bitcoin to go towards the value area high, towards the level of approximately 105,000 US dollars. And to be honest, if we are actually going to go towards this specific area right here, probably we are actually expecting another higher high to be formed in the next couple of days. That is why right now all eyes need to be on the 103.3 thousand US dollars, because this level right here is, as of right now, at least in my opinion, one of the biggest levels you should really not ignore. Now, of course, as I said before, if this specific level it is going to see a reclaim towards the upside, bullish indication of Bitcoin, and yes, in that case, I am going to close all of my short positions, not only on Bitcoin, also on Ethereum, and also on SUI, continue holding all of the long positions, expecting much higher price targets on the entire crypto market. And that is why right now, if you want to trade with us and get yourself a free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description, because BitUnix Exchange is right now giving to you a 20% deposit bonus, a random bonus between 10 and 500 USDT when you open your first trade, and additionally, we are hosting a 2,000 USDT trading competition. So if you are going to actively trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever cryptocurrency you think think this have a very good trading setup, you're going to compete for the price pool of 2000 USDT, but unfortunately this entire campaign is valid only by the 22nd of May. So take advantage of the free bonuses right here with a second link down below. No KYC, no VPN. Make sure you register, deposit, and of course start trading because you're going to get some very nice bonuses. Now additionally, let's talk about what is going to be the best support level I would really look forward for Bitcoin to hit in the next couple of days if we are not going to see a sign of strength. That being said, if this specific area of resistance is not going to be able to see a reclaim towards the upside. Let me right now do share with you where is going to be my take profit if all of those short positions right here are actually going to play out. And surprisingly or maybe not, the level it is going to be quite deep towards downside. Let me right now zoom out a little bit because we need to talk about the area of approximately 93,000 US dollars. This specific level, it is landing almost exactly below the recent lows. And what I said before, one of the best levels you can always pay attention to, it is going to be the anchored VWAP. So if we go right now with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific low before the entire move towards the upside even formed. Historically, it has already been very nicely respected right here, but nevertheless, this specific anchored VWAP is landing almost exactly below all of those specific lows. We have one low right here, another low, and also then another low. So all of those levels right here are acting as a liquidity levels, aligning exactly with the anchored VWAP. Additionally, if we go right now with our liquidations on the 2-week time frame, liquidations are landing exactly below this specific low where approximately 240 million of long positions are going to get wrecked and completely liquidated. So ideally, I would really like Bitcoin to see a bigger retracement back towards downside for us to hit this major area of support where, of course, we can then be looking to aggressively scale into the long positions right here. And of course, also, as I said, for us to take profit of the short positions on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also on SUI. So this level right here is, at least in my opinion, one of the best levels you can right now definitely pay attention to. Now, additionally, what we can do, zooming out on the daily time frame, we can be measuring the previous range with the volume where you're right now going to see the value area low on Bitcoin is landing also exactly at the liquidity levels right here, and of course also at our anchored VWAP. So definitely this specific support level, in my opinion, is one of the best ones you can right now pay attention to if we are actually going to see some kind of a push towards downside on the Bitcoin chart itself in the next couple of hours, exactly at the area of resistance where we are trading as of right now. Because again, if this specific level is going to be reclaimed, bullish indication on Bitcoin, I am probably closing all of my short positions because we can be expecting a significant and a major pump towards the upside, maybe even towards another higher high. Now, additionally, another area of support can be noticed if we are zooming out and paying attention to the volume of the previous range. But in this case, we need to go with the point of control or the biggest volume cluster. You can right now see that the biggest volume cluster on Bitcoin is landing at 96,700 US dollars. So I would say like that. First small area of support, it is going to be the point of control, aligning some kind of very nicely with the previous highs. However, a better and an ideal area of support, it is still going to be a major liquidity level, aligning very nicely with the anchored VWAP, aligning very nicely also with a significant value area low of the previous range. So my ideal scenario on Bitcoin is right now looking something like that. Rejection where we are as of right now, significant dump towards downside, towards the liquidity level, and only then potentially continuation of the trend, potentially towards a brand new all-time high. Let's see right now what is going to happen exactly where Bitcoin is trading as of right now. Let's see if the level is going to be reclaimed. I am personally prepared for both ways. I am in a short position on Bitcoin and majority of other cryptocurrencies, but also I am still holding long positions in a case we go higher, maybe even towards a brand new all-time high. On Ethereum, as I said already yesterday, we are seeing a rejection exactly after taking the liquidity above the recent high right here. XRP, on the other hand, actually went slightly higher because we actually have gotten quite a significant pump right here, but nevertheless, overall, let's see what Bitcoin is going to do in the next couple of hours. Let's see if the level where we are as of right now is going to be reclaimed, because if so, we can be potentially expecting another significant push towards the upside above 106,000 US dollars, maybe even in the next couple of days. That is why, if you want to trade with us, take advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus, no KYC, no VPN, with the second link down below. Register, because you're also going to get some very nice deposit bonuses and open up your first trade, because you're going to get even more bonuses up to 500 USDT. And also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.